There's nothing like a good movie. 2023 brought us plenty. Bad ones too? Yeah, just as many. No, I didn't get around to Barbie, but here's what I did see in 23. Everything Everywhere All at Once definitely stirred up quite a buzz. I don't think it was deserving of all the hoo-ha, and for me it was mostly nah. It was in no way a disgrace, but it was only an average in this year's race. With Dial of Destiny I was mostly bored, though not because of old Harrison Ford. It didn't feel like an indie flick, just a generic bland action stick. With pointless moments instead of a plot, it's no surprise this was a total flop. Across the Spider-Verse was worse. A film bad enough to make me curse. I liked the first, don't get me wrong, but this one went on far too long. With a piss-poor plot to oil the spokes, and a bad melange of forced cringe jokes. Guardians 3 was a pleasant surprise, a decent counter to Marvel's upcoming demise. I didn't like the pale blue eye, and better for me was Seven Kings Must Die. Whilst EO was an absorbing look through a donkey's eye, the ending though, it left me shook, it made me shout what the fuck. Asterix and Obelix, The Middle Kingdom was mid, and from Napoleon, I should have fled. Overlong, cliched, miscast, this is a regressive look at the past. An out-of-date view of a complex figure. As a disappointment, this could not be bigger. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey liked Tigger, but it was still enough to cause a titter. It's a movie that's so bad it's good, and I really enjoyed this massacre in the 100-Acre Wood. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. Again, it was cliched and not what we needs. A crass attempt to start a franchise, this caused me too many despairing sighs. Empire of Light had a lovely glow, a cinematography of delightful yellow. Red, white and royal blue though, just no. I enjoyed Equalizer 3, but what the hell was Teen Wolf the movie? A continuation of an okay show, this was just impenetrable from the go. It needed an information manual, they made this for the diehards, not the casual. Cobweb brought up some bad memories, the plot was absurd from its head to its knees. A boy finds his sister has been trapped in the wall, and this was the most believable part of all. Dawn of the Nugget I want to forget. Compared to the original, it's a KFC bargain bucket. Chevalier was another meh. Corsage was decent, but the ending was eh? Elemental was alright, I guess, but really far from Pixar's best. The film just lacked a certain oomph, but I found it entertaining enough. Christopher Nolan did it again, made a movie near 10 out of 10. Oppenheimer had a real shimmer, but I think the sound mixing could have been cleaner. Renfield gave us a gorgeous romp with Nick Cage as Dracula Trump. In no way can I call this shite. This was a film with real bite. Cruise's mission might be almost done, but not before Dead Reckoning 1. An action thriller set to stun, this movie was impossible fun. Asteroid City was dropped by Wes Anderson, but for most I think it just got forgotten. Not that it was all bad, Tom Hanks made a great granddad, and it was funny enough to blast away the sad. And Wonka? Oh, be still my heart. A total joy right from the start. This was pure cinematic art. An old school classic movie musical filled with a hat full of magical. Well, I guess it's on to 24. Some gems to live up to, based on what's come before.